This is crazy, dude.
Let's go. Pills?
Someone's popping pills.
Oh, that's gross.
Looks like ibuprofen though. Oh, I don't know.
It does look like
What does it say on
ibuprofen.
it? You filming?
Yeah. Sorry, I heard a noise. I'm scared.
Alright, so
Don't go in
don't
here.
go in here. We're about to find out if this warning is real. Fucking, that door was begging for it. Doesn't feel good.
Yeah, film me. See if I fall in, it'll go viral.
Some places are scarred by history, left to decay as haunting reminders of a tragedy that can never be forgotten. What happens when you step inside one of these forgotten relics? Tonight, we follow a group of explorers who ventured into a school swallowed by one of America's most devastating natural disasters. But before we dive into the first encounter, don't forget to subscribe. Many of you watching aren't subscribed yet, and your support is what keeps us bringing you more of this disturbing content. Meet the urban explorers behind the YouTube channel Outcasts. They venture into the abandoned and forgotten corners of the world, seeking to uncover the stories left behind in the decay. With cameras in hand, they document the eerie beauty of these decaying structures. But on one particular exploration into a school ravaged by Hurricane Katrina, they would discover that some places hold on to their trauma, creating an atmosphere so thick with dread, it's almost suffocating. On August 29, 2005, the catastrophic Category 5 Hurricane Katrina descended upon New Orleans, leaving unprecedented destruction in its wake. The Outcasts crew arrived at this present-day relic, ready to document the scars Katrina had left behind.
Devastating damage expected. Hurricane Katrina, a most powerful hurricane with unprecedented strength. Most of the area will be uninhabitable for weeks, perhaps longer. Persons, pets, and livestock exposed to the winds will face certain death if struck.
The emergency message that you just heard is the same message that hundreds of thousands of people were relayed as the catastrophic Category 5 Hurricane Katrina barreled towards the Big Easy. Although lowering to a Category 3 hurricane at landfall, Katrina still wreaked havoc to the entirety of New Orleans, resulting in the death of 1,800 recorded people and damages totaling $161 billion.
After scouting the location and ensuring they wouldn't be seen, they found a gap in the fence and made their way onto the property. The real world was hot and humid, but the moment they stepped inside the school's decaying walls, everything changed.
What's up, guys? We are about to go in. We're just waiting for some lady to leave because we don't want her to like see us going in and call the cops or anything, which I don't know if it happened, but pretty much it is literally a straight path in. Like there's fencing, but it's like there's a part where there's just no fence. There's 3 fences and they all have just a huge gap in between them, so we can really just walk in through the grass and get in there so easily. So it's gonna be really easy.
This is crazy, dude.
Let's go.
First up. Alright guys, so we just got into this place and instantly there's like the creepiest vibe ever. It was hot outside, but as soon as we stepped in, it's freezing.
Yeah.
It's like there's like a scary chill environment.
We're all nervous as shit.
And like we said,
An immediate freezing chill hit them. The atmosphere was instantly heavy and oppressive, putting the entire crew on edge. They felt as though they weren't alone, sensing that unseen eyes were watching them from the darkened windows. As they began to explore the first floor, the school's grim state became terrifyingly clear. Debris littered the hallways, and the silence was broken only by the crunch of their footsteps. They soon stumbled upon their first ominous warning, a book deliberately placed on a desk, titled The Final Reflection.
So we found like a warning, I guess. We're just walking through and it says The Final Reflection.
a nice warning sign to find in a book. I'm sure it's a great read.
Sure it
I
is.
just don't have time.
Dude, it's a Star Trek book.
That is so creepy. Who set that up like that?
Look at that PC. Look at
Dude, there's a chapter called Shadow Lord. Imagine it was flipped to Shadow Lord. Oh my god, look.
Pills?
Someone's popping pills.
Oh, that's gross.
Looks like ibuprofen though. Oh, I don't know.
It does look like
What does it say on
ibuprofen.
it? Yeah, that's ibuprofen. It doesn't say IB.
Oh, it is. That's ibuprofen.
Yeah.
Safe for YouTube.
That's nice little natty light right here.
The unsettling discovery was quickly followed by another, a door with a clear, desperate warning scrawled next to it. Don't go in. Pushing the door open revealed a dark, crumbling room, but the crew wisely heeded the warning and chose not to step inside, leaving whatever lay within undisturbed.
I hate you so much.
Alright, so
Don't go in.
don't go in here. We're about to find out if this warning is real. Fucking, that door was begging for it. Oh my god, I'm not stepping it out.
I don't know about that.
Oh my goodness. There's not much in there anyway.
I think I would take the wise words of whoever came in here before. Just
There's
avoid that
There's
room.
kind of a lot of shit here, though.
He didn't point to the left, though.
The
I
left
think
looks just-
this part.
Here, step on it real quick. I'll hold you back.
Yeah. Hold my shirt.
No, doesn't feel good.
Yeah. Film me. If I fall in, it'll go viral. Friend falls. Oh, this is cool. There's a class photo from 2004.
Actually?
Oh my god. So that was like their last year because Katrina was 2005.
Damn.
Damn. That's crazy.
to think about.
The further they ventured, the more the school seemed to tell its tragic story. In one classroom, they found a class photo from 2004, the final year before the hurricane struck. It was a haunting reminder of the lives that were forever changed, a snapshot of normalcy before the world was turned upside down.
Yeah, I still can't imagine if like my high school was just completely thrown into hell like this. Like I can't. Water must have been above this level, which is crazy because we're probably like 10 feet off the ground right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Dude, fuck.
That is scary.
Someone in a jail cell over here? What the
Yeah, it's
They
so
misbehave and they go in timeout.
Yeah, every school has a jail cell.
In Louisiana, yeah.
It's required by law.
Yeah, Louisiana, every school has a jail cell. Something special about where we live.
It's kind of cruel punishment, but it worked on me, so.
Yeah, look
Can't
at
complain.
Yeah, look at us now. Yeah, we keep hearing noises, but they might just be Mateo's stomach.
Guy eats like a hog.
Yes, sir, you know.
But the sense of sadness was soon replaced by fear. Throughout the building, the same word was spray painted over and over. On walls, doors, and in the darkest corners, the word appeared like a cryptic message, pointing them deeper into the school's decaying heart. Determined to see everything, the crew needed to reach the third floor, but the only access was a decaying outdoor staircase swarming with a massive nest of wasps. Throwing caution to the wind, they made a desperate sprint through the swarm, narrowly avoiding the angry insects to reach the safety of the top floor.
The only way that we know how to get up to the third floor is this like outside staircase.
We might have to just make a run
And
for it.
yeah, we were like here for a second. We hear a ton of buzzing, and if you look at the tree, y'all probably won't be able to see it on the camera, but there's just a ton of wasps like flying around. So there's definitely some sort of nest like nearby.
Down too from here.
Yeah, I know.
Is there another way to the third floor, you think? Pretty much I just kind of sprinted and said, fuck it. There was so many wasps. There was literally like 30 of them. And whenever I got to the next level of stairs, they were still swarming above my head. But I just sprinted to the door and we're all fine. We all just fucking booked it and we made it, so we're good. And dude, yeah, I'm glad we made it to this room. The stairs, these are like the best staircase we've
Yeah.
seen in a long ass time.
No need to check these.
Hey, we can take that metal staircase down too. I think. All right, let's start exploring.
There's definitely stuff in there, you think?
We found a nice little.
The top floor was even more unsettling. As they explored what looked like an old attic space, they found the word coma again, scrawled ominously near a dark, boarded-up room. It was a final chilling message in a building full of sorrow and decay.
Sorry, I heard a noise. I'm scared.
Coma again. What is up with that, dude? Are they trying to tell us we're in a dream or something? Wake up, you're in a coma. Wake up.
Are they telling us if we keep on walking, we're gonna be in a coma? If we fall through?
What is this box of hell?
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. A random room in the attic.
Having explored every floor, the crew decided it was time to leave. The school's heavy atmosphere and cryptic warnings had taken their toll. What did the repeated message of coma signify? Was it a simple prank by previous explorers, or a darker warning from someone or something still lingering in those haunted halls? The Holy Cross School stands as a monument to a terrible tragedy, and for the outcasts, It serves as a chilling reminder that when you step into a place defined by disaster, you never know what spirits from the past you might awaken. Exploring abandoned buildings can be a thrilling venture, but the real danger often isn't decay or disrepair. It's the people you might find hiding inside. Tonight, we're looking at a chilling reminder of why some places are best left alone. These moments will make you reconsider ever exploring a forgotten location by yourself. Meet the creator behind the YouTube channel Creepy Crawl Adventures, who ventures deep into the forgotten corners of the world, documenting the eerie beauty of abandoned places. With a camera in hand, he seeks to capture the stories left behind in crumbling structures and silent halls. His audience is used to the atmospheric tension of his explorations, but in one video, the tension would escalate from eerie to outright dangerous, proving that the living can be far more terrifying than any ghost. Upon arriving at his destination, the explorer was immediately put on edge. The atmosphere felt wrong, and his instincts were confirmed when he spotted a man pushing an empty wheelchair while having a heated argument with himself at just feet from his car. As if that wasn't unsettling enough, an undercover police car then drove by, adding a layer of paranoia to an already tense situation.
Just got to my destination, and two things are bothering me. One, there's a guy pushing around a wheelchair with no one in it and having an argument with himself right by my car. So that makes me a little nervous. Also, an undercover just drove by, so I gotta just walk around and kill a little time. Still looking for an entry point. Here's a little bit from the outside. Okay, there's a gymnasium, and that had caught fire, been set fire, I think last year.
Despite a gut feeling screaming at him to leave, the allure of the location was too strong. He talked himself into proceeding, found an entry point, and stepped inside, his heart pounding with a mix of fear and adrenaline.
Okay, someone else just walked through. I'm definitely not alone in here. Just gotta be careful. I hear sawing. Not good. Scrapper's right behind me. Over there sawing. I don't know if I'm gonna walk around and get any more pictures or actually bail from here and call the cops on them. Poor kitty scared the crap out of me. Okay. Not going in there. One, who knows what else is under those tires? Two, I don't want to scare the kitty. That's right, I said kitty. What's got my attention is that house. Strange. Kind of cool looking though. All right. And more tires. Bird just flew out, scared the crap out of me. All right. Another bird nest. Please don't jump out at me. I don't think I'm trusting that bed. I meant floor. I don't trust the bed either, but...
As he moved through the derelict building, the initial thrill of the exploration was abruptly shattered. He heard footsteps and realized he was not alone. His senses on high alert, he proceeded with extreme caution, trying to remain undetected. But then a new sound echoed through the halls, the unmistakable and aggressive noise of a saw cutting through metal. He was in a scrapper's territory, and the situation had just become infinitely more dangerous.
Okay, I bailed. And as I'm bailing, as I'm leaving, he came out and started talking to me, asking if I was the cops. So I'm leaving and somebody else is approaching on my right. I'm pretty nervous right now, heading for the car.
Deciding the risk was too great, he immediately bailed. As he was leaving, the scrapper emerged from the building and confronted him, demanding to know if he was the police. The explorer's heart sank as another person began approaching from his right, effectively cornering him. The situation was escalating quickly, and he knew he had to get out immediately. He managed to navigate the tense and bizarre interaction, finally breaking away and making a frantic retreat to his car, his nerves completely frayed. The experience was a stark reminder that when you step into an abandoned place, you're stepping into an unknown world where you are the intruder. You can never be sure who or what you might be disturbing. While spirits and ghostly apparitions are unnerving, they are intangible. The true, unpredictable danger lies with the living. You never know their intentions, their state of mind, or what they might do when cornered. Fortunately, this explorer trusted his instincts and escaped a situation that could have taken a much darker turn. It's a chilling lesson that the most terrifying monsters are often human. Venturing into an abandoned building is always a risk, but exploring a former psychiatric hospital with a history of unimaginable suffering is another level of terrifying. Tonight, we follow along on an exploration into one of these decaying institutions, a place where the echoes of a horrific past still linger in the decaying halls. Meet the creator behind the YouTube channel Abandoned Central. Through his lens, he documents the forgotten corners of the world, venturing into decaying structures that society has left behind. From crumbling hospitals to desolate industrial sites, his explorations offer a raw and unfiltered look into the beauty of decay. But on this day, his journey into a notorious state hospital would test his nerves as he uncovered a history more disturbing than he could have ever imagined. The exploration began with an immediate challenge, forcing him and his partner into the dark underground tunnels of the complex. They hoped for an easy path inside, but the labyrinth beneath the hospital offered no access, its damp corridors leading only to dead ends. Their only option was a risky climb through a broken window, a small opening into a world of immense suffering.
So we just got in that window right there. We're inside an old abandoned state hospital. Alright, we're heading up to the jogging trail.
Once inside, they decided to start at the top floor and work their way down, immediately stepping into a massive day room. The air was heavy with the weight of the past, and a faded mural on the wall served as a ghostly reminder of the lives once contained within these walls. The hospital had a terrifying history.
The long-troubled hospital first opened its doors in 1870 as a lunatic asylum, commonly known today as a psychiatric hospital. But this one varied from the norm, as it originally intended to be the first institution in the country for treating colored persons of the unsound mind. Furthermore, the hospital was created by state legislature in direct response to the ending of the American Civil War, the abolishment of slavery, and mounting pressure to create sustainable healthcare facilities for this exact population, mainly as professional medical care for mentally ill African Americans was virtually non-existent prior to the Civil War. The entire patient population was African American, as traditional white people were not eligible to become patients until segregation finally ended in the 1960s. The main problem for the hospital was that many institution policies, rules, and regulations were considered to have racist origins, and that the hospital was built to imprison African American people in the most nightmarish of conditions.
Conditions were primitive, with holes for toilets and candles for light. After a patient-on-patient tragedy, iron-grated cells were constructed not for safety, but for constant surveillance. The reasons for admission were horrifyingly trivial, ranging from talking back to a police officer to emancipation itself, trapping innocent people in a nightmare system. As they moved deeper, they discovered haunting relics of the past: a lone wheelchair in a hallway, a nurse's station where medication was dispensed through a small slot, and patient rooms with disturbingly small circular windows.
Look how small the windows are on each door. No wonder you would go crazy in there. Jeez. Another real big day room.
Nurses station.
Yeah, nurse's station.
Yeah.
Wow, look how rusted out this is.
In 1894, legislation was created to help change the negative connotation of these places, so the Lunatic Insane Asylum name was changed, and it was now considered a state psychiatric hospital.
Look at the decay in this place.
The building itself told a story of constant overcrowding and desperation. The historical narrative revealed that in the 1920s, the hospital began a program of forced sterilization that would affect over 7,000 patients, a horrific scandal that was only exposed decades later. They eventually found what they were looking for: the morgue. The room was cold and grim, its centerpiece a block of 6 body vaults resembling pizza ovens.
So here's the morgue. It's a pretty cool one, you know. A lot of people don't like the pizza oven looking ones, but it's unique. It's something different.
Oh, there's 6 of them, not 4. Yeah? J3. Yeah, there's 2 up top that are still closed. 1 there, and 1 there. Temperature gauges. That one's grimy. And then there's another one there. It's closed. Autopsy table still here. Grimy too. It's all flooded out. Looks like bodily fluids in there. Look at this thing. Can't believe it's still in here and still hooked up. This is all copper piping. Nobody's scrapped all this copper still here.
Nearby, the autopsy table remained, stained and surrounded by stagnant, murky water that looked like it held the secrets of countless procedures. The sight was a chilling confirmation of the sheer volume of death that occurred within the hospital, a final, undignified stop for those who succumbed to the institution's horrors. After documenting the first building, they made their way to a second, fully aware that security and state employees patrolled the active parts of the campus just yards away. Inside the second building, the decay was even more pronounced. In one shocking section, a massive tree had grown directly through a wall and ceiling, its strength buckling the entire structure. But the most heart-stopping moment came when they spotted a maintenance worker just 10 feet from their window.
There's a worker right outside the window. He's like 10 feet from us. We're trying to keep eyes on him.
Forced into silence, they held their breath, hiding in the shadows and praying they wouldn't be discovered. The close call was a stark reminder that they were trespassing on grounds that were still very much monitored. Their risky venture paid off when they stumbled upon the most astonishing find of the day. In a building that was otherwise completely gutted and falling apart, they found a vintage dentist's chair, perfectly preserved with its tools still in place. The object was so out of place, a pristine relic in a sea of decay, that it seemed almost surreal. It was a haunting and powerful symbol of the the intimate and often painful procedures that took place within the hospital's walls. Though they left the location without being caught, the history of the asylum lingers. The thousands of patients who were abused, experimented on, and left to die in squalor have not been forgotten. Their stories are etched into the peeling paint and crumbling brick of the hospital, a permanent stain on the landscape. With a cemetery on the grounds containing countless unmarked graves, one can only imagine the tormented energy that remains, making it one of the most haunted locations in America. Exploring abandoned places can be a thrilling adventure, but the real danger often isn't the decaying structures. It's the people you might find lurking inside. The building may be abandoned, but the stories and the suffering it contains will haunt its halls forever. That's it for this video. Make sure to subscribe and let us know your thoughts about these encounters in the comments below.